Hello, welcome along. Now this is something completely new. I've never done this before, but I've just taken delivery of these two lovely things, and I thought I'd better actually do something with them rather than just opening them and hoarding them away somewhere. So we'll start off with the Blastoise one. I was going to start off with the Charizard one. I think that one came out first, but I'm very delicately just throwing it down on the floor there. I'll start off with the Blastoise one because Charizard is cooler, so we'll save that one until last. Right, so I've got a few of the legendary ones already. They're releasing these for the 20th anniversary, if you didn't know already. But I'm just looking for an opening. Now, you see, I've got a really dodgy bit of setup here. So I've got my condenser mic out on a microphone stand. And then I've got my webcam balanced on the boom arm with my dynamic mic on it. So I'm doing the old reach around here. So let's read the back, if I can see it. If the camera focuses, Blastoise is one of the original superstars of the Pokemon world. It certainly is. I presume it says that similar sort of thing on the back of all of these. The Venus one isn't out yet, of course. There's the 20th anniversary, as you can see. Right, let's get into this thing. I've just clicked off of the preview of the stream, so I don't know if it's working or not because of the way my boom arm is set up as well. And to get everything level, I've had to sit sideways and sort of diagonally. I'm right up against the wall in the corner, banging my hip on the table leg, knocking the mouse. I've got the keyboard shoved out all over the place as well. Maybe there's an easier way to open this. Answer on a postcard, please. In fact, to get it out of the packaging that it came in, I used this. So maybe I should have employed that to open the packaging of the article itself. Okay, I'm going to move it away from there to take it out because otherwise I'm going to bang it on my microphone. I mean, I could have taken my microphone off of the boom arm, but that would have required effort. So it comes in a little plastic coffin. It's like been frozen in plastic carbonite. So let's take off one layer of plastic. Oh, and the Blastoise is trapped within. Let's release it. Just avoid everything. So this is, of course, the main thing. I mean, it's not exactly... How do you get this out? It's not exactly a rare card per se, because you can, you can get it just by buying one of these things. But it is... There are card collectors probably watching this going, "What are you doing to that card?" There we go. Yeah, so it's limited edition, even if it's not that special. So let's have a little look. I mean, it's shiny. Get in focus, damn you. Get in focus. There we go. And bring it down. Bring it up. There we are. So there's the top. You can't really see much of the shininess because it's kind of... well, let's bring it up to my eyes so I can actually see what I'm doing, and then I'll talk about it. Yes, I think it's a reverse holo. I can't tell, there's not a lot of light in here. Focus, please. Thank you. Bring it down there. Okay, so it's an EX card, so, I mean, I haven't played Pokemon trading card game competitively since the Game Boy Color game. But, yeah, so EX cards can be played straight away. They act as basic Pokemon pretty much, but you draw 2 prizes when you knock one out, which is nice. And that's the trade-off for their extreme power. The EX stands for extreme power. Switch one with your bench Pokemon. I mean, that's not that great. Splash Blum is much better, as you can see. But yeah, that's a Blastoise. And if we look in the corner, it is a promo if it decides to focus. There we go. It's a promo card. XY122. I will be filing that away under promo. So the other thing that this deck, this collector's set comes with is this bloody massive card. I don't have any bananas for scale. I just have to use my hand as an example. There is a Nexus 5 with a terrible screen protector. I know I need to get a new one, but whatever. That's a Nexus 5 for scale. Tell you what, let's use a Pokemon card, something everyone should be familiar with. So it is pretty much just the same Pokemon card, but greater size. Or is this one tiny and my hands are very small? That's a question you're going to have to answer at home. Debate amongst yourselves. Interestingly, it doesn't have... Because I'm surprised that these are still a thing. I mean, unless they've just bought them back for the 20th anniversary because they know there's going to be a load of people like me buying these. But I went and found this that I got back in the day from one of the official Pokemon magazines. I think it's from the official one. And then on the back, it says, "Not for play use," which begs the question why they made it in the first place. But yeah, No idea what the point of this is, but I've always kept it. I don't know why. I've always kept it. And now I have another one to go with it. But this one, however, is for play use. So, and it's thinner. It's much thinner. Let's get them both together. If I rattle this one, I don't even know if you can hear it. I doubt it. And then rattle this one. I mean, you might just be able to see. This one is stiff and turgid, whereas this one is flaccid. So yeah, there you go. That's that. So the main attraction, of course, is these booster packs. And I noticed what they've done, actually, is... Oh, well, you've also got this. There you are. There's a free gift for everyone in the video. Use that code. Yeah, they've actually... I can't remember what order they go in. I know grass is always first. I think it might be that way. Who knows? Who cares? And then, of course, Pikachu, because you can't have anything Pokemon related without a Pikachu getting involved. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. I won't dwell too much on all the cards because I need to get this video over and done with. I think it's just a pilot. There we go. So, Pikachu. So these cards, if you are unaware, are basically... They're like reprints of the original base set 1, but they've added a few extras, of course, because there are more cards available now, more different types of cards to have, EXs and Megas and so on. So, and they've added just a few normal ones in, and I can see straight away, fanning through the pack, that we've got 2 very nice looking cards down there. We'll come to those in a minute. But first up is the Pikachu, which you can see. I mean, if you want to read the descriptions, I know they're slightly out of focus, but you could probably just go on Bulbapedia and look these up if you wanted to. So we've got a Pikachu. We've got a Clefairy. That's very nice. Of course, fairy types weren't around in the original base set 1, were they? So they've had to sort of redo a few of these things. We've got a Rhyhorn there as well. Ah, Rhyhorn has the same cry. No, Rhydon has the same cry as Charizard, I think, in the games. I'm a VGC man myself. All of these as well so far have been, yeah, they've all been common. Common as muck. We got a Zubat there with its skillful dive. Skill dive. This attack does 10 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness and resistance. So I mean, doesn't do a lot of damage really, does it? It's not that great. You're not that great. We've got a reverse holo. Ooh, reverse holo maintenance, which is uncommon. Thank you very much. Here we go. So it's a Flareon. So as well as if you look at, here's one of the normal ones. Get in focus. Stay on target. There we are. That's 64 out of 83. But then let's look at one of these. As you can see, that one is release candidate 6, RC6 out of RC32, whatever RC is, release candidate, I don't know, and it's rare, ooh, rare, and it is reverse holofoil, reverse shiny, let's be honest. So if you can't read the thing, it says flash fire. Once during your turn, before your attack, you may move a fire energy from one of your Pokemon to this Pokemon, and Blaze Ball, which does 50 plus damage. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So you could potentially use this in a deck that wasn't fire at all, because it just uses 3 colorless energies. But it would make the ability kind of useless. If you bring it in late in the game, and it's EX as well, so you don't need to evolve it from an EV. If you bring it in late in the game, and your fire energy is already spread out amongst useless Pokemon, then you can just get it all onto this one within 3 turns, and then do 50, 70, 90, 110 damage maximum, which is pretty good. It's because 50 isn't great for an EX. Normally they do, because we had that Blastoise one over here. The Blastoise one, as you can see, does 120 straight off the bat, with the flip side that it might do 30 to yourself. But yeah, pretty good. And these RC ones have these little ribbons down the side, which means something. I mean, they're out of focus at the moment. This is such an amateur effort, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what they mean. Maybe I should look that up before the video. But what am I, a professional? Now that is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. That's a full art Zapdos. I'm very happy with that. Oh, that's really cool. And the cool thing about full art ones, I'm doing it. Hang on. The design is ridged. Ooh, ribbed for your pleasure. So let's. Oh, isn't it lovely? Wasn't that a Beach Boys song? I don't know. So, doesn't need to be an EX. Doesn't need to be an EX. It's just good enough already. So it's got 120 HP. So the advantage, of course, of this over regular EX, I mean, it's got less HP, as you can see from that Blastoise there. But, and even the Flareon's got 170 HP, and this one's only got 120. But your opponent only takes one prize card if it's knocked out, which is the key thing. Drill Peck is the top attack. It's slightly out of focus, which does 20 damage. And then, come on, there we go. Raging Thunder. Sounds like something from Dragon Ball Z. Does 40 damage to one of your bench Pokemon. See, that's not good, is it? So maybe this Zapdos isn't as good as I thought it would. But it looks awesome. It looks really cool. Let's try and make it do hollow foil at the camera. Woo! That's really cool. I'm chuffed with that. That is what they call a great pull. I love some of the terminology people use. Yeah, I pulled a lovely bird yesterday. We have a Charmander. It's another one of these ribbon things. Oh, that's the thing about these release candidate cards, whatever they're called. It doesn't have it on an EX. But on this one, you can see instead of the Pokedex description, because an EX just tells you about prize cards instead, but on this one, my Charmander is so rambunctious, I wonder if we can become good friends. And he is number 3, and he's playful. That's the name of the attack, not his character. 20 damage times number of damage counters on this Pokemon. Right, so it only does damage if you get hit. That's rubbish. You're rubbish, Charmander. And there are his ribbons, whatever they mean. Could mean anything, but he is pretty rambunctious. Look at him stealing the glasses off the... As a glasses wearer myself, I'm very offended by this card. I feel like chicken tonight. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I think it'd probably be lamb or salmon, maybe pasta. There's a Persian. Not much else I can say about that. Not else much to say. And a Golbat. I don't think I've pulled one of these before. Sneaky Bite. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, you may put 2... Oh no, I have seen one of these before. That's a pretty neat ability. Shame about the rest of the Pokemon. Only 70 HP. Everything's EXs these days, isn't it? And Supercross. Be in focus, damn you. Well, anyway, Supercross does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon. So it's a sneaky one, that one, isn't it? So yeah, that was a pretty good haul, wasn't it? I'll just lay them all out for you to peruse at your leisure. And then Pikachu straddles them all like the kingpin that he is. So yeah, definitely that one's the best one out of that. And I'm not even finished yet. I've still got... This was a bad idea. I've still got... just pick a card, any card. And let me know in the comments if this was your card. Okay, let's do the next one. Next one, Charizard. Or Dogars. No, that's coughing. What's it called? Lizardon. That's right. In the Japanese that they have these days. So, I mean, I noticed the interesting thing about these is they don't have... Normally, normal booster packs come with one of these in them, but the Generations ones don't. These ones just come in the packet that you buy them in, buy the packs in. So we've got Geodude. That's the noise that Geodudes make. Or is it... No, that's Golem. So yeah, that's a common as muck Geodude. And interestingly, we get an energy cards again. We used to get energy cards in blister packs, but then they stopped doing it for some reason. I suppose to make you buy the decks. I'm sure there used to be more than 10. There used to be more than 10 in a pack, I'm sure. And one was always an energy. I'm almost 100... Well, maybe not 100%. I'm almost 72% certain that was the case. But anyway, that's a dark energy. It's all different types nowadays as well, of course. I tell you what we'll do. Put that one... right in the corner. Straighten out a bit. Okay, there's more important things to be doing in this video. We have a Krabby. We have a Krabby problem. This focus is really infuriating. But anyway, Crabhammer. Look, 70 HP. Back in my day, that would be like a Stage 2 Pokemon with 70 HP. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Caterpie. Haven't seen one of those before. Adaptive Evolution. Can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. Thanks for just going out of focus right as I was talking there. Much appreciated. Holy moly, it's a reverse holofoil max revive. Put a Pokemon from your discard pile on top of your deck. Amazing. So this is what I espied from afar, is this, so it's not kind of, That's interesting because it's like it's reverse hollow. Let's see if you can see it there, but it's also hollow, so it's like ultra hollow, and it is a rare one and release candidate. So let's see what it says about it. My fluffy heart makes me feel like a marshmallow, a thrilling macaroon full of colourful magic. Everybody's, I can't read that. Yeah. Everybody's crazy about the taste of candy. And then a star at the end. Star. That's a funny little illustration as well. I like that. Oh yes, hello. I am a candy, as they say in America. Next up we have a Parasect, which is another rare one. I need to find the perfect place for it. The problem is there's stuff in the background as well. I think that is the problem. I think the stuff in the background is in focus, but the rest of it isn't. Colourful Spores and X-Scissor. Everyone loves X-Scissor. Who doesn't love X-Scissor? And then we have a Wobbuffet. It's a female Wobbuffet, of course, as you can tell by the lipstick. No abilities, Psychic Assault. When she's surrounded by cushions and dresses... when she's surrounded by cushions and dresses that I like, she looks just like a princess. She looks just like a princess. Penultimately, we have another max arrive. Always a bad thing to get duplications in a pack. And then we have a Metapod. Another adaptive evolution, so you can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. How you'd get this one down on your first... Oh, no, I see. So if you started off with a Caterpie and a Metapod and a Butterfree in your hand, by some amazing good luck, you could play the Caterpie, use the ability, play the Metapod, use the ability, play the Butterfree. Nice. So that's everything from that deck. Not quite as good as the one before. Here's a looking at you, Zapdos. But pretty cool nonetheless. So, penultimately, we have the Blastoise thingamablob. Or maybe I should show you the back in case you want to look at it. I'm new to this unboxing nonsense. And let's do a bit of ASMR as well. Ooh, that was lovely, wasn't it? I hope you're all suitably relaxed. Let me know. Nothing about my voice is suited to ASMR in the slightest. Okay, so let's have a look. See, we start off with a Ponyta, looking very nice. Hang on, let's do a sneak preview. Oh, there is something in there. It's still to come. There's a Ponyta. Sneak preview. What else do we have? Magikarp, Magikarp, with the attack Epic Splash, which flip 2 coins. If either of them is tails, the attack does nothing. So it's not quite as useless as Splash. It's just an epically almost useless one. There's a Fairy Energy. That's very energy, you know. It's very energy. Then we have a Doduo. He's looking very happy and content. The other one, one of the heads, not so much, but one of the heads is Dojo Delivery, draw 2 cards. Energy Switch, which is reverse hollow. Ooh. And you saw that one, it's a Flareon. I already have one of these, unfortunately. I pulled one of these from another pack. But let's have a look at it anyway, because it's pretty cool. Zoom in. Focus. There you are. So that is actually the same as... Oh, I've lost him. Didn't I have one of these? Hang on a minute. I'm sure I picked one of these out of one of the other packs. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Side-by-side comparison. If I can get them in the right place. Yeah, they are exactly the same. How interesting, but they're just different designs. No, one's full art. Ah, of course, this is the full art one. But, yeah, the little ribbons are different as well. Interesting. Oh, I wish I could get this bloody thing to focus properly. It's not a camera, that's the problem. It's just a webcam. Yeah, this one was number 6, and this one is number 28. So, I mean, I got 2 full arts. Anyone wants to buy them, let me know. Right, next up, we have another Parasect. It's a shame we're getting a lot of duplicates now. Oh, well. And then, oh ho ho. Remember the rambunctious Charmander we had? He's grown up into a Charmeleon, and so is his trainer. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. Enhance. I said enhance. Thank you. A bit slow on the uptake, bless him. Little book there as well as the charms. So yeah, they seem to be getting on. Call for support. Blah blah blah. Slash. Blah 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 blah. My precious friend who is always with me. I have so many things I want to tell you. Oh, that's a bit weird. So yeah, I'm not an emotional type, as you may have guessed. Then we have Team Flare Grunts. I mean, these weren't around in the original base set one. Discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And then finally we have someone who also definitely wasn't around back in the day, which is Clemont or Citron. Search your deck for up to 4 lightning energy cards, reveal them and put them into your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. That's a pretty good card actually, but of course you can only play one at a time per turn, but I suppose it could get you out of a tight spot, as it were. So, we have nearly finished. We've only got one left, and that, of course, is the Pikachu one. Hot off the presses for the 20th anniversary. Pikachu is hot off the presses. As we all know, Pikachu was manufactured in a distillery. Distilleries have presses. Right. It's another Rhyhorn. First of all, well, let's put him down here. Let's not spoil the surprise. Have a look at my lovely scuffed table. My lovely my lovely long bony fingers. Such an attractive trait in a man. Rhyhorn, we've seen one of these already. Take you down to Chinatown. We have a Psychic Energy. Nothing special about that. I'm sure you don't need to see that any more than that. We have a curiously arted card, which is a Diglett. Have a look at this. If it focuses. Find that sweet spot. There we go. What's that? About 10-15 centimeters away. Diglett. What an odd bit of art that is. I wondered what on earth it was. It's Diglett amongst the shrubberies. Might look at the top card of your opponent's deck. Then you may have your opponent's. Well, that's weird. That's very odd. Just so you know what your opponent is going to do next turn and nothing else. But then you could change it if it's something good. And a Mudsnap. Lives about 1 yard underground where it feeds on plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground, like that. So yeah. Digletts, of course, only used to have 40 HP, but they've evolved to be stronger these days. Oh, I missed where I was throwing them. There's a Pikachu. That was the first one we saw from the initial booster pack. So you know all about that. You know all about Pikachu. No one needs to be told about Pikachu. He's on the bloody. I can't find the. He's on the bloody box. He's on the bloody box. He's on that one twice. The greedy pig. Capitalist pig. We do have a reverse hollow shiny foil Clefable though, which is pretty nice. It's probably quite difficult to read as well, thanks to the shininess. For you guys, anyway, there we go. I can read that fine, so can you. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with your packed Pokemon, Moonblast, blah 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 blah. And it, reduces damages by 30, which is pretty nice. Reduces damage rather. And there's your Clefable, there's your art. Get smart with art. So this one's pretty cool, the one I've seen here. And the one behind it's pretty cool as well. So we got a Jirachi, which is nice. I do like Jirachi. That was the first legendary booster pack box that I got from these 20th things, was the Jirachi one. Because I'm not really bothered about Mew, not bothered about Celebi, but Jirachi. I do like a Jirachi. Ironhead, Serene Grace, boom. Wish, Heart Sign. So what's it say? Is it a release candidate one? I can't tell because it's out of focus. Wait for it. Oh, for fuck's sake. The twinkle of the stars, the destiny of love, a miracle that grants wishes in the night sky. Yeah, that's number 13. And he's only got one little ribbon, bless him. Just the one. But yeah, you can see that design there is shiny. It's nice. Looks good. And then the art itself is shiny as well, of course. Although actually all you can see there is the reflection of my webcam. But trust me when I say it's shiny. So the next one that I saw was this one. That's pretty good. Mega Venusaur-EX. Boom Buster. So a nice little fact about these EX cards with the Japanese text across them is that that Japanese text is the name of that attack in Japanese. And on the Japanese card, it says Boom Buster across there in English, which is pretty cool, I think. Get in focus, damn you. It's not doing it, is it? So Boom Buster has an effect, but God knows what it is. Let's go right in. Holy moly. Flip a coin. There we are. Wow, that's really good. So it does a lot of damage to everyone. It's pretty nice. How much HP does this guy have? 230! Oh, he's a mega. He's a mega. And as you can see, when one of our Pokemon goes you turn it. So there are certain items you can get which actually you attach them to Pokemon. You can attach things to your Pokemon now in the card game. It's a mental state of affairs we live in at the moment. Yeah, you can attach an item to him, a Pokemon tool, which prevents him. That doesn't fit on the screen, does it? Which prevents your turn from ending when he Mega Evolves, which is obviously what people would use. But people don't use Megas anyway in competitive. From what I've seen, they just use EXs because then you don't have to worry about the tools or anything. We have another one of these. You've seen that. Get out of here. Oh, I threw it too far. Hang on. There we go. Penultimately, a Maximilian Revive, no reverse holo like the one we had before, unfortunately. And finally, we have an Uncommon Haunter, which is quite a nice bit of art there, I think, actually. Pretty simple looking, but stylish. Gothic Fear, that is an awesome ability name. When you pay this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may leave both active Pokemon confused. Oh, that's unfair. Excuse me. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and that Pokemon can't retreat, so it's going to get a few turns of poison damage, but that's it, really. Rubbish. I guess you're just waiting for Gengar, aren't you? So that's it from this video. I do, however, of course, still have the... oops, sorry about that. I still have the Charizard one to do, but I'll do that in another video because this one's gone on long enough already. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought, and there'll be one more unboxing video, even if this one's not, like, well received. Tough luck, you're getting another one, which is this one. But then I'll see you after that. We'll see what happens, and if I buy any more, I'll unbox them. I mean, I don't buy things regularly like this and what have you. It's only because it's the 20th anniversary. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.